Hello from Toronto. My name is John Kyo and welcome to the 2020 version of The Future of Food. In this series, I will again speak with 10 CEOs for 10 minutes to learn a little bit about their company, but also to hear their perspectives on the challenges and opportunities in the food industry. And I'm delighted to have with me today Philippe Chatelain. Philippe is the CEO of INEXTO based in Lausanne, Switzerland. Hello, Philippe.
Hey, John. How are you?
Great. Now, Philippe, the time goes very fast. This 10 minutes goes very fast, but in 30 seconds or less, can you give us the elevator pitch on who INEXTO is?
Yes, INEXTO is a Swiss-based company. We are one of the market leaders on traceability. We are able to do unique digital passport for products, having a big experience on track and trace and authentication for fighting counterfeits. We are basically experts in this field on many different industries. Tobacco is one of them where we have a big experience. We have also some coverage in beverage, luxury, and food a bit, and spare parts for automotive. We have more than 100 billion products tracked per year worldwide, and we are one of the market leaders in this sector.
Wow, 100 billion products tracked worldwide. That's amazing. Philippe, what do you see as the key challenges in the food industry?
Yeah, for me, the food industry is everybody eats. Then it's the most important piece for everybody worldwide. And for me, the trust, transparency, and ethics on this industry for consumer is key. Then for me, everything related to a good food for people and to know what we are eating every day, it's key. What we are trying to propose to different companies and to serve the consumer is to make sure that we have a guarantee of the provenance, sort of a provenance of trust of the product, giving basically the chance that if a product is guaranteed as organic, then we can prove it by certificate and track and trace for every single product, which is basically from the farm up to the transformation or to the supply chain up to the point of sales. And this is key for any consumer to know what they are eating. It's their choice. Their choice is to know, okay, I want to eat something which is good for my health. I have selected different attributes, typically, as I said, organic. I would like to make sure it's organic. I would like to make sure that this provenance is guaranteed to me. And all the technology basically we are providing is relevant to that. It's giving the chance to a consumer to have a full clarity. For companies, it's extremely important in my opinion, because it's a key attribute for giving trust to consumer.
Wonderful. That's a great overview. Philippe, how important is data and data governance and data quality?
Data is let's say we are in a digital world today. Again, INEXTO is providing only digital technology. So data is following the product. Everybody is used to do quality on products, is to do transportation of product. Data is to follow every single step or event of the product, meaning that data is crucial. And to have really all the data available for all the product is something which is becoming more and more important, because you can do recall, you can do analytics, you can do all this type of treatment of information while you have the use to do with the product, in fact. But data is key.
And Philippe, so data is key and data is important, and quality of data. How about interoperability? How important is interoperability in supply chains?
Yeah, you are getting to a very important point, because it's one of the base of INEXTO philosophy. We believe strongly that if companies are exchanging on the same format, typically GS1 have built a set of format, of protocol, of exchange of data. And if more and more companies use this type of what you call interoperability, meaning the same way is used by everyone, then you can use in the supply chain with normal tools, normal scanner. You have the capability basically to do really exchange of distribution of products, and the data is following it. Then it's key to use all a reference like a GS1 protocol typically, or GS1 barcode, which are basically the base to make sure it works.
Wonderful. And Philippe, I want to go back to a point you mentioned earlier. You talked about counterfeit. And how does your solution set, how would it help the food industry mitigate the risk of counterfeit? What type of solutions would you apply typically?
Okay, we have two elements of fighting counterfeit. Counterfeit, again, people are not believing that it exists on the market, that when you have food, it cannot be basically counterfeited. While it is the case for different, let's say, high range of products, or baby food, or different things like that, different products like that, it's a real issue. Now, how do we help to solve this issue? We have two technology. One, which is based on track and trace. if you track 100% the supply chain from the farm to the point of sales with a unique digital passport per product, you are able basically to have a full traceability, meaning that a no authentication guarantee. Because only these products, you know where it is, then you can authentify it. We have a second technology, which is done in case you cannot cover 100% of the supply chain, which is also digital. We have developed an authentication technology, which is full digital and enabling by smartphone. And this is one of the key. We try to have only available device. It's also in the standard, meaning that if you have a smartphone, you can get it. Our technology is done for that. You can read a unique code, having traceability, but you have also the capability by a smartphone just to check a product. It will tell you immediately if it's a genuine or not.
Now, on that point, if I can mine in a little bit deeper, Philippe, we often hear, about the difference in covert, overt, and forensic level features that can be on the packaging or embedded in the packaging. What kind of guidance can you give the food industry with regard to going beyond the barcode and beyond serialization to building in additional features that may be covert or forensic into the packaging?
It's exactly the case. We have, it's not forensic, because forensic you need a specific device. But when it's covert, typically covered with the use of a smartphone as a device is the key. Then it's clear that protecting the packaging is one of the key. You can combine it with different possibility to check the product itself, typically the food. I know a very good company in Switzerland, Swiss Decode, who is doing basically this type of analysis. They can guarantee that the product is really genuine internal, the packaging. But normally by treating only packaging elements, having just an element of the design, you can check with a smartphone, provide you a big evidence already.
So that means that you can have something hidden in the packaging that can be identified by a smartphone?
Yes, exactly. What we do is we integrate in the design of a packaging. Typically, you can decide you have a brand name, for example, a logo. And inside this logo, we insert our technology, which can be printed for any type of technology. And when you have basically this logo, when you can detect this logo by a smartphone, then the consumer can just check the logo and it will tell him, yes, it's a genuine, or no, it's not a genuine product.
So that could be, for example, in a halal logo or a food certification logo, or basically anything like that that's a claim on a product. You can add additional verification on top of that.
Exactly. This is what we propose also clearly. Typically, halal is a good example. You have sort of a logo with a certificate. With this smartphone application, you can guarantee that this is a genuine logo, meaning that, and you can access directly to the certificate. You can make a lot of things. I do not want to go too much on detail, but my point is this technology is providing basically a full authentication only by using smartphone, even disconnected from a network. You can know, yes, it's a genuine, or no, it's a fake. And you can, if you are connected to a network, access to certificates of this logo.
That's wonderful. And Philippe, the time is going very, very fast, but in the last 30 seconds or so, if you were up in front of 50 food company startups, so 50 CEOs who are ambitious to put in technology for their company in the food industry, what advice and guidance would you give those?
Okay, for me, and we know that, and I have experienced it, when the regulation is popping up, people has to follow. My recommendation to basically the food industry is to start earlier. When you start earlier is to make advantage to your company. Making a full serialization from the product or from the farm to the point of sales, or having a part of it done, it will bring them a big advantages. First, recall capability. You know every time, at any time, you know where the product is. You can recall them if you have an issue. Second, you can create a sustainability program, typically recycling. You can really know every single product, unique digital passport, and you can really try to know exactly the reuse of your packaging element, like for example, bottle, and it's a big advantage. The third piece, for me, the key advantage is to give consumer trust. And it's a key attribute, in my view, for the food industry. Giving consumer trust is what I would say my personal goal, and this is what I believe on.
Wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There you have it, straight from Lausanne, Switzerland. And I want to thank the CEO of INEXTO, Philippe Chatelain, for his wonderful guidance with us today. Thank you so much, Philippe, for joining us.
Thank you, John. All the best. Cheers. Thank you.